Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing all right this morning. It's Sunday, December 3rd. Currently it's 56 degrees. High today's 58. Chance of rain 20% and winds at 8 miles per hour. It rained yesterday off and on most of the day. And it wasn't like a hard rain. It was like a slow, steady rain. And that's the kind that really helps. So even though it's been cold, my garden's looking a little bit better. The lettuce is starting to grow a little bit more. The spinach hadn't really grown that much, but it's still, you could harvest it and like have it in salads and stuff like that. The turnips just keep getting bigger, but the Komatsuna has been, a lot of it has been eaten on by probably slugs. That's what I've had trouble with before. So anyway, hold on just 1 minute. Oh no, I got it. Okay, never mind. Okay, today there will be a taste test with Mike. I tried a Lean Cuisine Balance Bowl. You know, the one I tried that was approved by the American Diabetes Association. Well, all these bowls are approved by them, and they meet the nutritional, requirements that they approve. And yesterday I tried and it comes out today though. I tried the Lean Cuisine Balance Bowl. This one was a creamy pasta primavera. I guess that's how you say it, primavera. Yeah, and then I've got one more I'll be trying whenever I do another taste test. That's I think it's shrimp stir fry with lemon pepper sauce or something like that. It looks really good. But check that out today. I'm sure you'll find that interesting. And tonight we're just going to have something easy. We got some great lunch meat. We've got some real nice roast beef from Walmart. It's Marketplace or something like that. I don't know if that's like a Walmart type brand or what, but I've noticed a lot of things say Marketplace on them. And then I've got some of that that we got at Aldi. That's honey smoked or smoked honey turkey, I believe it is. And it's that one that I've talked about before that it's just like deli meat. It's really, really good. And the roast beef looks that way too from Walmart. But thought I would make some sandwiches, some nice sandwiches using some of the grain bread. This is the one we got from, we still got some of that other grain bread left, but I got this Walmart brand multigrain bread, and it looks really good, and they're really pretty reasonable. I think it was something like $2.48 is all, which is very reasonable, because if you buy like Arnold's bread, I think it was like around $4. And of course, the Dave's Killer Bread, which we really love, was about $6. So that just seems like a lot. But I'm sure there's probably a really good company that makes the Walmart brand bread. So I can't wait to try that, really. This is the one that we had. I really like this one, and it seems to be closed up. Someone's left it half open here. Put the twist tie on it. This one from what's it called? Love and Fresh 11 grain one. That's what's left of it from Aldi. This one is really good too. So I don't know which one I'll use. I might try that new one. So anyway, yeah, and then I think we're going to have some fries with it. We got some onion rings. I don't know if we'll either have onion rings or fries with the sandwiches. Okay, so I have a taste test, a morning coffee break taste test this morning, and you've probably seen the thumbnail. This is one of the new Dunkin iced coffees, and I bought a rebate. I just looked back on it and I didn't see it on there, so it must have expired. So I must have just got it right in time. I got so much off each one, and then if you bought three, which there was 3 different kinds, that I saw. I don't know if there was another one or not, but I saw 3 different kinds, which I got, and then I got, I believe it was a bonus also for buying 3. But this one is Dunkin cake batter donut iced coffee. Says vanilla cake taste. So that's what it looks like there. A little bit smaller than the international Delight one was like 15.5 ounces, I believe. And I can't remember how much those Victor Allen's ones in the glass bottles were, but I think they were more than 11 ounces. So this is a little bit smaller, but that's, you know, that's okay. Well, it's not okay. I like to have more for my money, but that's the way theirs are, so nothing you can do about that. So if serving size is 1 can, if you drink the whole can, it's 200 calories, which I'm just trying it, and we'll see. Oh, I meant to get a mug. Hold on. Okay, I got me a mug. 200 calories. Total fat is 6 grams, is 7%. Saturated fat, 4 grams, that's 20%. No trans fat. 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 6%. 220 milligrams of sodium is 9%. 32 grams of carbs, 11%. 1 gram of fibers, 2%. 30 grams of sugars and 22 grams added sugars, 44%. Less than a soda for sure. It's like 168% or something crazy like that. Protein, 6 grams. 15% of calcium, 4% of potassium. And it said produced for the Coca-Cola company on it. That I'm surprised to see that. I just now noticed that. So that's interesting. But you know, sugar, if you have concerns about sugar, I don't know if I would even try one of these unless you maybe just drink a portion of it. Like I said, I'm only going to try it and then let them try it. But anyway, I would give this a 4 out of 5 because it does have a little bit of saturated fat. Not something that you would have every day though, and the sugar. So I give it a 4 out of 5. Take off a little bit for that. And now we're going to see. I don't know if I should shake it. Does it say shake? What is this? I wonder if it says shake. It's not shake to wake. Shake to wake. Best served chilled. Yes, I would imagine so. It's iced coffee. Okay, I hope it doesn't spew any. Okay. I'm glad I had my hand over it because it did spew a little bit. It's got some froth, foam, like. I don't want to spill it, so I'm not going to. Okay, that's enough. All right. It is vanilla, to taste vanilla. Cake batter donut. Cake batter donut. It's kind of hard to say if it really tastes like cake batter because I haven't licked the bowl like when Mom used to fix. I used to lick the bowl. Get me a spoon, not lick the bowl actually. I would say, Mom, can I lick the bowl? But I'd get a spoon, to do it with. So I don't know if I can really say it tastes exactly like cake batter because I don't really, not for sure what it tastes like anymore. However, it's good. It is a vanilla type flavor, although it has another flavor. I guess it's supposed to make it vanilla cake taste. I do really like it. I can't really say for sure, like I said, if it tastes exactly like cake batter, but I do like it. It tastes really good. I'll give that a 4.5 out of 5 for taste. It is really good. So check it out, everybody. Um, maybe Ibotta will put that back on there again. They do that a lot. They'll put offers back on after they expire again. Okay, we got jokes of the day. So here we go. The first one is entitled Sign Says Yield. A hesitant driver waiting for a traffic jam to clear came to a complete stop on the freeway ramp. Traffic thinned, but the driver still waited. Finally, a furious voice from the vehicle behind him cried, "The sign says to yield, not give up." You would hear a lot more than that. Let me tell you, the way things are these days, you would hear a lot more than that. Probably be lucky if someone didn't just ram into you or something. I watched some the other day. I watched some kind of show about road rage, and you just wouldn't believe some of the stuff they had on that. It was unreal. I can't believe people would get that crazy about stuff. Okay, this one is entitled Insomnia Troubles. A man went to the doctor complaining of insomnia. The doctor gave him a thorough examination, found absolutely nothing physically wrong. He told him, "Listen, if you ever expect to cure your insomnia, you just have to stop taking your troubles to bed with you." "I know," said the man, "but I can't. My wife refuses to sleep alone." No. Oh, God. Okay, fact of the day. It has a name. Go figure, it has a name. The tiny dot that's used when writing the lowercase letters I and J has a name. You know, like little I with the little dot above it. It's called a tittle. Who came up with that name? A tittle. Okay. All right, and I had where was the one I had here earlier? I had one for trivia time. It was down below this. I hate to do this. I'd like to have it ready or either pause it. So let me pause it for a second. I don't want to keep having to scroll. Okay, I saw one earlier and I don't see it there now. So I decided on this one. It might be about candy, which, haven't done one I don't think on yet. The first one is, what famous candy bar was introduced in the 1920s? Almond Joy, Baby Ruth, Snickers, Kit Kat. Well, my reasoning on this, and I might be wrong, is Baby Ruth. I mean, was that named after Babe Ruth? Seems like I heard that somewhere, and that would probably be right in the 20s. So that's what I'm going with. I may be wrong, but Baby Ruth, and that's right. In 1920, the Curtis Candy Company, I didn't know it was, I thought it was like Mars or whatever, or Hershey or something. The Curtis Candy Company refashioned its candy cake into the Baby Ruth, and it became the best-selling confection in the 5-cent confectionery category by the late 1920s. The bar was a staple of the Chicago-based company for more than 6 decades. Curtis was purchased by Nabisco in 1981, and then Nabisco sold the Curtis brand to Nestle. Then Ferraro acquired Nestle's USA, including Baby Ruth. I don't know why I was thinking it was named after Babe Ruth. They would have said that if that was true, but anyway. Next question. Oh, this must be about the 20s. Okay, I don't know if I know a whole lot about that, but might learn something. What were the 20s women called with short skirts and bobbed hair? Clappers, ploppers, flappers, slippers. Ploppers? Ploppers? That doesn't sound right. Oh, let's see. I'm going to say flappers. And that's right. Flappers were a subculture of young Western women in the 1920s who wore short skirts. Knee height was considered short during that period. bobbed their hair, listened to jazz, and flaunted their disdain for what was then considered acceptable behavior. Flappers were seen as brash for wearing excessive makeup, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes in public, and etc. Who was the author of The Great Gatsby? And I think I know this. F. Scott Fitzgerald, J.R.R. Tolkien, James Joyce, Ernest Hemingway. Okay, think about it for a second. And I'm going to say F. Scott Fitzgerald. F. Scott Fitzgerald, in full, Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald, American short story writer and novelist famous for his depictions of the Jazz Age. Next question. Which jazz legend got his start playing riverboat jazz? Louis Armstrong, Charles Mingus, Duke Ellington, John Coltrane. Riverboat jazz. I'm not for sure about this. I've heard of Duke Ellington and Louis Armstrong. I want to think it's one of those two. Louis Armstrong, but for some reason I'm thinking Duke Ellington. Nope. So I got that wrong. Let's try Louis Armstrong. And that was it. Outguessed myself again. In April 1919, several years before moving to Chicago, where he cut some of his most important records, Louis Armstrong was determined to see where his burgeoning talent as a jazz cornetist, vocalist, and entertainer might take him. In September 1918, he had started playing on a Streckfus steamer's excursion boat that plied New Orleans harbor, but still restless, announced to friends and colleagues that he would be shipping out to perform along the Mississippi River. So next question, I got 3 right and 1 wrong, but I thought it was one of the others, but I mean Louis Armstrong, but I didn't say it. In which year did President Calvin Coolidge's mandate begin? 1919, 1923, 1927, 1931. I have no idea. Well, this is about the 20s, so I'm guessing it's not 1919. For some reason, I want to say 1923. Hey, I got it right. That was just a lucky guess. Calvin Coolidge was an American attorney and politician who served as the 30th President of the United States from 1923 to 1929. Born in Vermont, Coolidge was a Republican lawyer from New England who climbed the ladder of Massachusetts politics, becoming the state's 48th governor. And a little more song. Okay, what instrument did Duke Ellington play? Violin, saxophone, trumpet, piano. Duke Ellington, I'm not for sure. I know that name, but and here's a picture of him. As you can see, it doesn't show anything at the bottom until you answer. For some reason, I want to say saxophone, but I'm thinking it might be piano, but we'll see. Saxophone. Nope. My second one wrong. So I would say piano next, and that was right. Born in Washington, D.C. in 1899, Edward Kennedy Ellington, better known as Duke, began playing piano as a child. His mother, who also played the piano, oversaw his education, and by the time he was 17, he began playing professionally. Wow. Next question, I got 4 right and 2 wrong. What collapsed in the Wall Street crash of 1929? I think a lot of people might know this. Stock market, Empire State Building, White House, Statue of Liberty. The only logical choice, of course, to me, is stock market. I remember, yeah. Okay, the stock market crash of 1929 occurred on October 29, 1929, when Wall Street investors investors traded some 16 million shares on the New York Stock Exchange in a single day. Billions of dollars were lost, wiping out thousands of investors. In the aftermath of that event, sometimes called Black Tuesday, America and the rest of the industrialized world spiraled downward into the Great Depression. Next question. In which U.S. city was legendary jazz musician Louis Armstrong born? New Orleans, Chicago, Philadelphia, New York City. I'm not for sure about this one. Louis Armstrong. I'm not for sure about this one at all. But for some reason, I want to say New Orleans. I got it right. Louis Daniel Armstrong was an American trumpeter and vocalist. His career spanned 5 decades and several eras in the history of jazz. Armstrong was born and raised in New Orleans. Next question, I got 6 right, 2 wrong. Who is Jay Gatsby's love interest in The Great Gatsby? Oh my gosh. Allison, Susan, Teresa, Daisy. You know, I don't think I've read that. I don't think I've ever read it. I've maybe I saw the movie, but I can't remember for sure. And so anyway, for some reason I want to say Daisy. Yeah, I got it right. The title character of The Great Gatsby is a young man around 30 years old who rose from an impoverished childhood in rural North Dakota to become fabulously wealthy. However, he achieved this lofty goal by participating in organized crime, including distributing illegal alcohol and trading in stolen securities. One more. The 1920 Volstead Act banned what in the U.S.? Piracy, polygamy, alcoholic drinks, tobacco. Okay. Wasn't the alcoholic drinks called prohibition? And I don't think tobacco's ever been, although it should be probably. I want to say polygamy, because piracy in 1920 I don't think was really an issue. No, I'm wrong. Well, let's see. Surely they didn't do tobacco back then. Nope. Alcoholic drinks? So I thought that was always called Prohibition instead of Volstead Act. Okay, the National Prohibition Act, known informally as the Volstead Act, tricky, was an act of the 66th United States Congress designed to carry out the intent of the 18th Amendment, which established a prohibition of alcoholic drinks. How'd that go? Just caused a lot of crime is basically all it did. Okay, so I ended up with 7 right and 3 wrong today. Not real bad, but I did learn some things, and that is, worth a lot more to me than anything, actually. I like to learn things every day. Like I said before, exercise your mind. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this morning's coffee break and taste test, and if you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a great day. Definitely check out my taste test with Mike later on, and have a great day, everybody, and God bless.